What was the worst morning you could wake up to? It was Tuesday when I was awakened by the news that my best friend since I was a teenager had died in a car accident. I didn't understand what was happening, and I didn't want to believe the horror. It was the worst Tuesday of my life. My dog dying. Waking up on the second day of incarceration. Police. Waking up to 911 was pretty fucking crazy. I was woken up by the phone. Answered it. It was my eccentric roommate's very eccentric mother calling for her son and going on about how the world was ending. I told her that I would tell him that she called. Hung up and was contemplating going back to sleep, but decided to get up and turn on the TV. The news was on and the second plane had just hit the second World Trade Center tower. World ending? No, but world changing, definitely. Waking up with a migraine. It's 10x worse than if you develop one while you're awake. Woke up to 26 missed calls from my mom and sister. Finally got a hold of someone, and my 12-week-old niece had died from SIDS. Trying to call into work was rough, as they could barely understand me through my sobs. She would be in her 20s now. Woke up at 5 a.m., looked at my phone and had 2 missed calls. Both from my dad. One at 4 a.m., one at 4:30, went downstairs to his room, and he was dead. Heart attack. Police busting in my house. One time I woke up to like 20 missed calls from my boss. Realized I was supposed to be at work an hour ago, and my car wouldn't start, had to Uber there, and my pajamas didn't even clock in before they told me to go home, lol. My neighbor's house on fire. It was 1 a.m. The morning after the cop arrived at midnight and told me my daughter had died in a car accident. I woke up with my room full of smoke and a burning kitchen. Nothing can top that yet. I was on my way to an 8 a.m. chemistry lecture, standing at a busy intersection on campus. Out of nowhere, a tiny rabbit darted between my feet and ran straight into the road, only to get hit by a pickup. I could really have used a hug after that. Waking up with a hangover after a night out. Waking up snuggled to my husband only to realize that he had passed in his sleep at age 47. I was 40. You never can remove that memory, and it is the most heartbreaking and tragic for anyone to wake to. People fighting. Just Mondays are shit. My worst morning I already woke up to was Monday, Oct. 31, 2011. I had gotten up and started to get ready for work. I had gotten dressed. I hear my son's alarm clock going off. I noticed he hadn't gotten up to turn it off. Didn't think much of it. Other than, oh, he must be really tired. I go into his room. He's lying on the bed and I call his name. While walking to turn off the alarm clock. He doesn't move. He's lying on his stomach. I shake his back. No movement. I put my hand on his bare back. It's cold. He's ticklish, so I try to tickle one of his feet. It's cold and stiff. With tears in my eyes, my son not moving, not responding to my voice. I dread what I know to be true. My beloved only child has died in his sleep. I still shout out a prayer, Lord, let me be wrong. This was my worst morning. I couldn't wake up my son for school. He died in his sleep.